friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and welcome to another Sunday reset. I'm so happy to have you joining me today. Today we're going to be doing some more outside work. I hope you guys are not sick of seeing this. It's just the weather has been so beautiful that I don't want to be inside. I'm just soaking in every single bit of sunshine that I possibly can. The birds are chirping. So we're going to go outside today. We're going to plant up my barrels that I have on either side of the garage. And then I also have two barrels down, just a little bit down my driveway, flanking either side of the driveway. So we're gonna get those potted up. And I also picked up some new plants for in my flower bed. And I just kind of wanna walk you through a little bit of what we have planned for extending the flower bed. So definitely gonna be doing that as well. And I will probably finish out the video by showing you how the yard looks. The lawn looks incredible. Danny is going to mow it today for the first time for the season, so can't wait to share that with you as well. So definitely just feeling all of the greenery. I am looking out my dining room windows and I can see all of the trees are getting green, tiny little green leaves, or they're budded. I just cannot wait. I just feel my soul just waking up and coming back to life. I'm so excited. The winter is long and dreary, and this year was tough. There wasn't a ton of snow, so we couldn't like enjoy it. It was just bitterly cold and wet, and I'm just so happy spring is here. So I just love greenery. It just makes me happy. And that is going to bring me into today's sponsor. I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to Easy Plant for sponsoring today's video. I have shown plants on my channel now since the very beginning. I love to have a mixture of real plants and faux plants in my house, but I really love real plants. It is definitely a preferred plant, or preferred option is to have a real plant. And sometimes there's areas in your home that, you know, just need to kind of come to life, and putting some type of greenery is the way to do it. And I have greenery literally everywhere in my house, and Easy Plant makes it so easy to pick the right plant for the area that you're looking for. If you need to have low light, you can do that. But the best thing about Easy Plant is that it comes with a super cool watering system that self-waters the plant for a month, and it takes the guesswork out of how much water to give. Because if you're like me, sometimes you're not really sure, especially for tough plants like a fiddly fig. You might be concerned, how much water do you actually give it? So Easy Plant took 2 years to create their innovative self-watering system, and it just makes it so easy to put your plant where it's going to get an adequate amount of sun depending on the plant. It could be a low light plant that maybe doesn't need as much, but make sure it's getting an adequate amount of sun, and then you're just going to fill the reservoir with water until it's full, put the top on, and you are good to go for about a month. You just gotta check it. When it's empty, go ahead and reload it again for another month. This is just going to make my life so much easier. And another great thing about this is that it bottom feeds. So your plants, you're not gonna be worried about them getting a fungus across the top. I have several potted plants that I need to repot this summer when I have some extra time, because they have got some fungus on the top. So I've got to give them some fresh compost and get them into a new pot. And with bottom feeding in the Easy Plants pot, it just makes it so much easier. You don't have to worry about there being that fungus. When you order your plants, they're gonna come in this really awesome packaging, and they're like, you know, in bubble wrap that my son actually used for a litter bug project he had to do for school. He had to make a bug out of all recycled material. So he made a spider and a big like tarantula, and he used the packaging that the plant came in to use as its body. So that was so fun. But they come just like really well packaged, and they do have a 90-day guarantee. So if it comes and something is wrong, just reach out to them and they will help you. They also have care tips to help you make sure that you are establishing your plant in your home, talk to you about what to expect as they get used to your space, and answer any questions that you might have, which is great. One of the plants that I got is a tricolor Hoya, which is this one right here. And I had a Hoya before, and Stacy, if you're watching, stop watching this part, but my neighbor Stacy, my friend Stacy, that you guys have seen here on this channel, she is a channel friend. She had gifted me a Hoya and I killed it. I don't know how, but it died. And so I'm thrilled to have a new one, and it's in an easy pod. So I already filled this with water. It's nice and heavy. I can feel the water in there. But when I got my original Hoya, it was completely shattered. The driver who dropped it off, and Danny knew the second it got dropped off that it was going to be a problem because it was like upside down, and I was like, this is not good. And so I opened it up. The container was completely smashed. So I just reached out to Easy Plant. I heard back same day. They said not a problem. They went ahead and shipped me a new plant in a new pot, and I got to keep that other one as well. So that is wonderful. I'm so terrified that I'm going to kill it. So I actually gifted it to Stacy, but I got a new one and I filled it up, and now I'm so excited it's gonna live. I have these beautiful windowsills that I just love to fill with plants and bring some life in. So absolutely love that they have that guarantee, and they took care of me so quickly. If you're new to houseplants and you're not really sure what you should get for the area, or if you have pets and you're worried about getting a plant that maybe is not good for your pets, you can search tags like low lighting or pet friendly and find the right plant for you. They also have curated groups of plants that you can get discounted, where you get like 3 plants. So I picked up a fiddly fig bush. I am so excited about this. I love the look of a fiddly fig, and if you remember, I had a faux one here in the corner of my family room, so I'm so excited to have this real one. And like I said, it's gonna take that guesswork out of how often I need to be watering it. So I'm so excited. I put it right over in the corner of my family room where I had the faux one. It gets beautiful filtered light through the window, so I don't have to worry about the leaves burning, and it's just gonna get, you know, so beautiful over there, and the leaves are gorgeous. It came in perfect condition. I've had it there now for about a week, and I filled it with water as soon as I got it, and I was prepared for it to have a little bit of shock, maybe drop a leaf or two, but it hasn't. It is just thriving in that spot. I also picked up a marble pothos. I love pothos plants. They are so beautiful. They grow so big and bushy, and they're a trailing plant, so you can hang them and they look so nice, or put them up on a top shelf and they kind of trail down. So they're just absolutely gorgeous. And this one has such beautiful variegated leaves. So again, just filled the pot reservoir, and it's just living so beautifully on my sofa table. So I am so excited for these new plants. And then, like I said, my tricolor Hoya, which is living on the windowsill in my dining room. So I want to just, again, thank you, Easy Plant, for sponsoring today's video. Easy Plant was kind enough to offer us a 10% discount for all of my viewers. So check out the description box below for the link if you are interested in getting the world's easiest plants. And let me know down below if you purchase any for yourself. I have a few more that I am eyeing, so I want to go back and get some, but I am most excited, like I said, about that fiddly fig. And they do have 3 different sizes. So you can get small little plants, medium-sized plants, and big plants. So if you're looking to fill space, like I have a really beautiful monstera that I've had for years, probably close to like 6 or 7 years, and it's gotten really big and beautiful. But if you want something that looks like that now, you can definitely check out their website and find a larger plant to fill in a bigger space. So check out the description box below for that link, and let's head outside and do some planting, and hopefully these will thrive outside just like these new plants are going to thrive inside. I'm so glad you guys are here. Let's go ahead and get started. So here is a look at everything that I have collected this morning and over the last couple of days. So these are those begonias I was talking about. They're so pretty. They just look like little roses. I love them. And I picked up some phlox and some other greenery, some geraniums. We still need to plant my climbing rose. We have to get that in the ground today. Like, it has to happen. It can't just live in that pot. We've got vinca vine, more phlox. I got some really pretty oregano to plant as well. Some of this is going to go in the back, on the back deck. I did also pick up this other taller phlox and this pretty white one here. What is this? Iberis, white shadow. It says it's a perennial, so I'm gonna find a place to put that. And then I did also pick up these dianthus. So pretty. I think that's what they are. Dianthus are so pretty. And I did also get Danny a hummingbird feeder. He had this hummingbird back in Vegas that was his little buddy that used to come visit us all the time, every single day. So we're gonna put that up as well. So these are the two pots that we're going to be potting up today. And then we also have the two that flank the driveway. And Danny is down there working on seeding up at the street. And he's watering everything. He's got his little buddy down there. But he is seeding and putting down fresh soil and just getting that looking really nice. So really just enjoying this incredibly gorgeous day. So my goal today is to plant both of my barrels, well, really all four of my barrels, pretty much exactly the same. I wanted to bring in some symmetry. I just think that that adds just a cohesiveness to the yard. So I'm starting off by adding in some fresh potting soil, since my soil was a little bit sad since it had been neglected pretty much since last fall. And I'm starting off with this hanging planter of begonias. These are all from Walmart. And I have to be honest with you, I love their garden center, especially for annuals. I don't want to spend a lot of money on annuals. I think if I take good care of the plants, they're going to do perfectly fine. So I'm next adding in some creeping phlox and these beautiful white geraniums that are so very pretty. To fill in the front space, we're going to add in the silver mound. Those will get big and they'll fill in and kind of spill over along with the beautiful vinca vine with their variegated leaves. I wanted just cool colors with some trailing, some bigger plants, and I love how these turned out. So very pretty for the spring and summer, and I think they're absolutely gorgeous. Okay, you guys, I've got a little friend with me now. Charlie, say hi. Charlie, you're a good girl. Anyway, here's how we're looking. I think it looks incredible. I love the colors. They're soft and pretty and kind of cottagey, and the vinca vine will just grow and trail. And I love like that silver against the purple and the green. It just looks so very pretty. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on that side and do something similar but not exact out at the other ones, because I didn't buy all of the same things. So yeah. Hey Ryan, do you want to come help me plant my planters? His little buddy next door is gone today, so he doesn't have anybody to hang with, so he's gonna come hang with me. Are you okay being on camera? Okay, you wanna help me plant? Mm-hmm. All right, let's do it. As I mentioned, I was hoping to do the exact same thing on both sides. So that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to mirror them. And again, I just love how the symmetry brings in a feeling of cohesiveness to the front here. I also wanted to mention that I did film this before last week's Sunday reset. And so the trees are really bare. However, we definitely have so many leaves now. Everything is filling in. It's absolutely beautiful. And it just looks so sad when I'm looking at this. It feels like we haven't had the leaves for very long. But when I see this, I realize, wow, it really has filled in. And I'm so thankful that the trees are back and awake and ready for the show. And then we get to do it all over again. So now we're going to move up to the two barrels that I have on either side of the driveway. I've got these tree stumps that we went back and forth about having removed. However, I'm really thankful we didn't. I see so many people do really beautiful things with tree stumps in their yard, and I just think that they add character and some interest, something to look at. So that is what we're working on now, is just this barrel. I did do a little bit of a different arrangement here, pretty much the same with the creeping phlox and the begonia, but I did add a woodland phlox instead of the geranium, and I love that. I love that pop of purple. It's like a neon purple and so very pretty. And we did the same silver mound and vinca vine to give it something that's going to trail. And the creeping phlox should also trail. So we'll just make sure that we trim these things back throughout the season just to keep them looking really tidy and very pretty. But I have to be honest, they looked fake against the background because there was no green in the trees yet, like I mentioned. And so it just looked like they were faux plants. And I was like, man, these are so bright, but they really do look very, very beautiful. And we made sure we watered everything in when we were done, but then it did rain, and it has rained a lot since I planted all of this, and everything just looks so lush and beautiful. And the ferns are coming in everywhere in the trees. They're just curling up out of the ground like a big, beautiful lollipop, and everything just looks so pretty and magical right now. I just love this time of year. Once I was done watering everything in, I'm going to take a second now to add some food to our new little hummingbird feeder. I found this at my local nursery. I think I might have mentioned that, but it's so very pretty. I love that it's just a pretty pastel color. I have to be 100% honest with you. We haven't seen any hummingbirds on it yet, but it's hard because it's, light colored. However, I did recently get a different type of bird feeder that comes with a little camera. You'll see that here in a future video, and I'm hoping we can see some hummingbirds there. I did also decide to add in a plant to my watering can here, just again to give some fun cottage vibe interest to the garden. And I left it in the pot because I didn't want to drill holes in the bottom, and if these don't do super well, we can just take them out, and I could put some mums in there or something for the fall. So just left them in their pot. And I'm now using the dianthus that I recently picked up, and I am spreading these around the flower bed. You saw me plant some of these on the other side in last week's Sunday reset. Again, this one was filmed before, so it's a little bit backwards, but that's okay. I'm doing the exact same thing that I did on the other side of the house. I'm just kind of spreading these out
These do mound up and they will kind of spread out, but I just wanted that soft pink cottage feel in the garden this year. I plan to add some white super petunias to the front, and so they will get, nice and big and fluffy, and they'll kind of line the walkway and the driveway, and they'll get really, really pretty. But I also wanted to add in this pink, and all of these have a ton of little buds. Now, dianthus, as I mentioned in my last video, are supposed to be perennials, or at least biennials, which means you can get at least 2 years out of them. But for me in zone 5B, that may not be the case. We'll have to wait and see how they do over winter. If they come back, great. I had a peony plant that came back, and that thing was dead as a doornail, and I thought for sure there was no way it was coming back. And all of a sudden I saw its little fronds just kind of curling up out of the ground, and I knew exactly what that was and was super shocked. So you never know. Things can, come back. You never know what's surviving there underground, especially if you give them a good layer of mulch. So I'm just taking these out of their container and breaking up the bottom so that those roots can kind of spread out and not just grow in a circular pattern that will eventually choke out your plants. So you at least just want to kind of break them up a little bit, comb them out at the bottom. These were pretty root bound, so I just kind of tore them. I couldn't really comb through them. They had clearly been in those pots for a very long time. So I just broke them up a little bit at the bottom, and then I'm deadheading any of the petals or any of the blooms that either died or, look a little sad. And then I'm just coming back in with my wand here and watering everything in. I'm only watering things that don't have a drip to them because I wasn't sure if Danny had run the drip already that day. He also hadn't run a drip yet to my climbing rose, so I'm watering that one too. Okay, I'm all done planting for today. So just watered everything in, but I planted all the little dianthus around in this flower bed. Charlie, come here. And there's already honeybees on all of my flowers, which is phenomenal. I'm so happy to see it. Here's one right there. He's giant and he sounds like a jet when he flies by. He's in the grass right now. I don't know if you can see him. He's huge. But these will just bring such a pretty pop of pink. I just did one in between each one of my hostas, and then I think I'll also bring in some petunias, some Super Bell petunias when those come out. They're not out yet. So I did one there, and one over here as well. Planted my rose, and then let's take a look at the gorgeous containers. I think they're so pretty. I love the little pops of the geranium, and those will just, keep blooming. They'll look so pretty. And the one on the other side is exactly the same. Let's go look at the ones up in the front. It's super windy out here right now, so hopefully you can hear me okay, but I love how these turned out. I think they actually look kind of fake, which is kind of fun. They're all real. But I just think they look so pretty, and I love how they just bring that pop of color as you're coming down the driveway, and it'll be one of the first things you see, as you come up to the house. And the other side looks just as fabulous. So there you go. Ryan helped me plant these, and then I did bring out a uplight. Sorry about my shadow, but I did put an uplight out here to put the light on the barrel. That one kind of tilts forward, so hopefully it doesn't fall over, but I just think that will look really pretty. I have to get another one. I thought I bought 2 new ones, and I can't find them, so I stole one from the house, but I will get another one for over there, and I'll need to get some more for the house, but I just think those look so pretty, and they'll just fill out, and the vinca vine will just grow down the sides, and hopefully, everything will just get big. The creeping phlox, maybe, oh, Charlie's pan. Hopefully the creeping phlox will also just kind of, bellow out the sides. So
so pretty. I just think they look fake. They're so gorgeous. Oh, a bumblebee just came out of there. I also put the new hummingbird feeder there, which I think is so pretty. I found that at Mackey's. That's a local nursery. And then I added flowers to my vintage watering can, and I just think that that looks so pretty. I would like to find another rock like this to put in this empty area right there, just to bring in a little bit more interest. So still need to mulch these beds and bury the water line. I think the drip line, I think that once we put the mulch, it will be fine. But yeah, I think that looks great. I have to rehang up my signs on my front porch. Both fell down, so I got to figure that out. And I did just purchase a rain gutter, a rain chain. I don't know if you know what that is, but I purchased it from Magnolia. So I plan to hang it off of the gutter over there. That'll be really pretty. Wait till you see it. But it's looking so beautiful, and I can't wait for that river birch that will go over here, and we'll pull this whole bed forward, and then we're going to pull it all the way down along the edge of the walkway, and we're going to fan it out over here so that I can do some really fun plants and shrubs over here and flowers. So that'll be really nice. When Danny gets home, he's going to, oh, Charlie, don't chase that bumblebee. When Danny gets home, he's going to mow the lawn, so that will be good. But I just think everything looks so good. My legs are quivering from up and down off my knees all day. And let me show you what I have left. I did also plant this sweet little flower right there. I love that pot. I might go back and get some more. That's also from Mackey's, but I have 2 vinca vine left. I have 2 oreganos. I think they're oregano. Yep. 2 more of those dusty silver dust. Dusty Miller. And then 2 of these clear crystal white alyssum. And these are going to go in my on my back deck in my planters. I'm going to get some more vinca vine, and I'm also going to put some petunias in there once those are out. So those will go to the back for now, and we'll do that another day. Okay, it's golden hour, but I wanted to come outside and show you how incredible the yard is looking. I love when the light comes through the trees like this, but really looking super green. Danny cut it down. He didn't cut it too short, but he did cut it down, so you can see that. But just looking so pretty, you guys. Like, oh, so happy. Look at the birds. That's because he's seeded. So they're out here coming to get all the seed, but this will look extra green here in a couple of days because, like I said, he added more seed. So it'll look super beautiful, but everything looks so nice. Love how it all turned out, especially the flowers in that adorable watering can. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me in today's Sunday Reset. I thought that perhaps I would film some other things today, but to be 100% honest with you, I am exhausted and tired, and I am just ready to call it a day. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm gonna go take a long hot shower. Still have to cook dinner for my family. So thank you guys for being here. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you're not, get subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.